community, well, I don't think of having a geographical community that's defined by where I live, because of various factors to do with who I am. The idea of community for me really boils down to a community of people who have ideas and identities and activities which I relate to, which inspire me, which reinforce my sense of my own identity. So it's much more of a virtual community than a real kind of geographical community, I would say. I come from a background where I felt a strong sense of disconnection with the actual place I was in and the people I grew up with and that sort of thing. So I actively gravitate towards the idea of a community of ideas and a community of identities and common cause, rather than all the people who live next door to you are your community. It's a very kind of suburban, sort of traditionally kind of lower middle class suburban area where people on, not a terribly big income could still afford a house and raise their kids in a decent house. That's now changing because it's quite close to Wimbledon. Wimbledon is hideously expensive, so people are spreading out into the surrounding areas. This is one of those surrounding areas. So developers are moving in, buying up the family homes, subdividing them, turning them into flats. This happened in the house next to my partner in my house. So the demographic is changing. I mean, one good effect of that is that there's greater diversity in society, in our community. It will change the traditional, or the community that's previously been there. And I know that many of my neighbours have known each other for decades and they've raised their kids together, and I feel really sad that their community is being changed by the enormous financial pressures on London real estate. I mean, this is a funny thing, and I kind of feel strange about saying this, that I shouldn't feel good about it, but our local area, because the demographic is changing, because more young people and more young professionals, more people with money are coming to the area, we have cafes now. We have a horrible Starbucks, which I'm not going to patronise. We have a Costa, which is, at least they pay their taxes, so I'm happy to have a coffee there. We have another quite nice independent cafe and restaurant, and we have a Waitrose now, which, is probably marks me out as a conclusively middle class, that I'm enjoying the fact that I can go to Waitrose and get my organic fruit and veg. But it's I have to say that I have the perception that the area is improving, meaning I'm more comfortable to live there. I enjoy living there more because it reflects who I am and what I want more. But I'm very aware that, there's lots of people living around who aren't going to be able to afford to shop at Waitrose, or aren't going to be able to afford a coffee in Costa, which is £2.40. And that's in the mix. I don't know what else to say, but change is inevitable. Not all change is good, and there are winners and there are losers.